Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to create this type of infographic image for any player you like. You can apply it to different sports and anything. Now I will give a zip file in the description for both the images, then text used. I will give links to the cutouts I have used. That's all. So let's not waste time and get started. So guys, first we will start with this image. Take the new layer as we can see in the picture. Then you have to cut the picture, like I have cut the player Messi here, and make sure to cut it and then copy it to the new layer. Don't cut it from the image, like I have kept him here in the background image like that. Then what we'll do is make a copy of the background layer as it is like for backup. Then we will create another copy and make sure to copy the first layer and go to adjustment layers, apply the black and white and check mark the tint here. Now we will use this color for tint. You can note down the ID. Okay. Now what we will do is reduce the opacity, like just a little bit. Then take the second layer, go to image adjustment and go to black and white. Now we won't apply any tint effect here and click OK. So you can reduce this opacity of the golden layer to like 35%. So it will give this fading effect to the gold color. That's all. Now we will create another layer for Messi. One more. Yeah. So now we will like hide the layers which we don't want. Now we can go to the filter, now stylize and oil paint. This will give this image to beautiful oil painting effect as we can see. Now keep the stylization to a little bit higher, 5.3, cleanliness to 0.6. yeah, that's all. Now hit OK. Now as you can see, the eyes and the like little bit portion of the ears doesn't look very well. The logo of Barcelona is steered, then tattoo doesn't look very good. So we will apply mask to like reduce the image effect there. Hit mask. Now go to brush, make sure to select the black color. We'll reduce the size and mask a little bit on eyes. Now make sure to reduce the opacity. I have kept 35%. Yeah, mask the eyes. Now also make sure to mask the ears portion where it takes the curves, and make sure to apply make sure that you have one layer selected already there, so it won't show you like background image. Mask it a little bit more. We will also mask the teeth and make sure to mask lips also. Now we will hide the effect from symbol. And this written thing is also not visible, so we will make it clear. Apply it a little bit on this Qatar Airways portion. That's all. Now a little bit on the tattoo. That looks good. Now overall it looks good enough now. So now we'll create another portion of this, only these two images. Now hide these layers and press Ctrl, Alt, Shift and E. It will make a new layer from all the selected and visible images and combine them. So now we will apply a little bit filter here. Go to filter, filter gallery. I'm gonna reduce this. Yeah. So this is poster edges. It will create like little black outlines wherever you want them. Now we don't want this much so we'll reduce the edge thickness and make sure edge intensity is 1. Now play around with edge thickness. Yeah, 3 looks proper. Now still it looks a little bit like too much, so we will reduce the opacity of the layer. We will keep it around 28, 25. Yeah. So now we will apply the layers, background layers again, to see how good it looks. Okay, so this looks a little bit similar to the original image. So now we have to write this Lionel Messi, then create this infographics. Let's start with Lionel Messi. Select the text tool. Now reduce the size a little bit. Yeah. Now I have selected the text named Prometheus Regular. You can find it on www.dafont.com. I will make sure to give a link in description. Prometheus Regular. Now write Lionel. Okay, so as you can see here, the N is a little bit closer than you can see here. So how to do that I will show you. Let's keep only Leo till now. Place it. Yeah. Then again we will copy this layer and write down the NEL, and now you can move it a little bit closer, so this looks better than the previous one. Now we will have to write the Messi, so we'll create another layer, text, and write down Messi. Yeah, this looks good. Now the S and I is a little bit behind this layer, which gives it a little cool effect. So we will put this down the Messi cut layer. Okay, this looks good. Keep the Messi a little bit more down for this space of these two lines of Barcelona colors. Okay, now we'll create one more layer. Select a little bit small portion by selection tool. Now we'll let me get the colors of Barcelona. Here it is. I will make sure to give a link about this also, or you can get it from Google. Now select this color, blue. Okay, now we'll make sure to keep this selected and new layer, and click Alter and backspace. What it will do is it will use the foreground color to fill the area selected. Now we'll move it, make it a little bit smaller. Apply. We can make it a little bit more smaller. This looks good. Now you can quickly create for different color another way, or you can do is alter and drag it. Now create a clipping mask for the new layer. Go to brush, select the new color and brush it. Make sure to fill in the full opacity. That's all. This is the quick way. Now you can merge this down, so it will be a whole new layer. Now you can write this the legend continues. That's all. I'm not gonna show you that because it's very easy and anybody can create it. Now let's go to creating this type of infographics, little circles. So we'll select another layer. Now go to shape tool, ellipse tool, and then hold down the shift to create proper circle instead of ellipse. Now you can select the colors from here, whichever you want. Then make sure to apply the border and increase the width of it, a little bit 8.19 or something. Now select the third option from here, so it will create the borders outside of the circle. Now you can change the line to dashed lines or circular line like that. I have created dashed lines. Okay, so that's all. You can see it creates a beautiful circle with borders. Now what you can do is reduce the opacity a little bit. I have kept it maybe 59% or 50% around that. Yeah, so it looks really good. You can select any color you want. Now create a new layer, write text. Now I have written this in new text, Aspex Regular. You can get that from dafont.com as well. Now write down that 59. I will choose white color. This looks good. Reduce it a little bit. 59, yeah. Now copy it and change it to games. Now we need to reduce the size. This much will fit in. Yeah. Make sure to keep it a little bit in center. Okay, this looks good. Now you can select this, then all three layers, then press Alt and drag it down to create one more circle with text. You can edit it easily. You can also edit colors by going this way. So that's all. Now what I usually do in these pictures to I like to give them a little bit cooler filter effect like that. As you can see, I have given to edge thickness effect, poster edges effect to here text also. Then I have given one more thing I have done is applied the gradient effect. You can do that very easily. Let me show you. You can create a new layer, go to gradient. I have selected this layer, this gradient preset. Hit OK. Now make sure to reverse it. Go to the center. And while dragging with shift, make sure to make it like this. Now go to overlay. Then reduce the opacity a little bit. And it will give this cool gradient layer as you can see here. You can tweak around with opacity a little bit. So that's it. That's how you create this type of effect. Now we'll go to another picture. So guys, let's start with our second image. As you can see here, it's a render cutout. Then background image has a little bit less opacity image of Messi. Then the text has some kind of glow effect. Then we have usual our stat characteristics. So let's start again. First of all, let's start by making a new square image. You can make that by file, new. Now I have selected 726 into 726 pixels. Yeah, then let's start it. So first of all, create a background layer and select the black color, hit Alt backspace to convert it into black background. Create a new layer. Now let's gonna select the half portion of our image. Then what we'll do is we'll select one more color from here, like red. Then hit Alt backspace again, so it will fill out the selected area. Then again for the other half. Now we'll go to different color, blue one. Alt backspace. Okay, so this looks good enough now. So now we'll have to reduce the opacity of this color. So we'll select both of them and then we'll give it around 60-70% opacity. 68 looks fine. Now we'll add another image of Messi, which is this one. Select it all, then press Ctrl C, Ctrl V here, then adjust it and reduce the size a little bit. Yeah. Now we'll reduce opacity of this image also. Let's keep it around 30%. That sounds good. Okay, now we'll group all these layers so we don't have to deal with them right now. So select all of them, then press Ctrl G so it will create a group. Let's name it image. Okay, new layer. Now I already have a render from DeviantArt. I will provide a link for that, and you can directly use it. Here it is. Press Ctrl V. This much looks good. Now it's a little bit brighter for our image, so we'll go to Image Adjustment, Brightness and Contrast. Increase the contrast and reduce the brightness so it looks a little bit more vibrant. This is good. Now we'll create another copy of this layer, then one more copy, and hide this one as a backup. Now we will give that stylized effect here, oil painting. Okay, now keep the stylization a little bit more. Cleanliness, yeah, that's all. 4.5, 4.7 and 1.5. Let's reduce cleanliness a little bit more. 1 and 4.7 sounds good. Okay, now we will have to mask the eyes as I have done in previous image. Select the brush, black color, create a mask, and then brush it. Let's reduce the opacity of the brush, 43%. We'll do that again on ears. A little bit where the hairs start growing. Then on the symbols, this portion as well. A little bit on hands. Okay, on eyes it's a bit more. Okay, this looks good. Now we will have to write down the text as I have shown you. Now we will have to write down the text as you can see here. So we will go to another layer, text. Select this much, write down Messi. Now make it white. Now let's increase the size. Okay, this much I guess. Let's make it in center. Alright, so now to get the glow as you can see in the picture, first let's do that this portion go behind the layer of Messi. So let's put it here. Now we can group this layer and say Messi image. Okay, so this text go to FX blending options, and there you can see outer glow here. Now for outer glow you can create the following styles as I can see, or you can choose according to the style of text, then like size of text and type of font. Now I'm gonna choose opacity to 35%, spread to 7, size to 16 or a little bit more, 18, then range you can see here 62%, jitter 0%, and hit OK. So this looks this gives a little bit glowing effect to the text. So now again we will create the statistics, like boxes for statistics. You can create easily this text kind of effect against Malaga and everything. So now create a new layer, go to shape. This time we will select the rectangular tool and create a proper rectangular. Alright, now you can create any, give it any foreground color, then border color like this. Oops, it's still foreground color. Border black. Now increase the size of the border. Select the type if you want, like circular. I have used circular here. You can also change the color of borders, like yellow here. Okay, this looks good. Then we can also reduce the opacity around 68%. Now we can write the text inside it. Let me reduce the size. Games, or you can keep it down or upward as ever you like. I have selected it like upwards, matches instead of games. Now make a copy of it and write down any statistics you want. 157, 17, 17. That's it. Let's increase the size a little bit so it does fit well. Now you can create same way like other rectangulars for different stats like this. Change the rectangulars properties like this. Fill in the blue color and border with red color. Then second rectangular you can select blue color instead and border with red color like this, or blue color. So that's how you can create this type of cool effect. You can tweak around a little bit with layer of your player and all that, and you can also reduce the opacity of this image a little bit. Then actually what I do, as usual I have said, as I select the new layer and give gradient style to it like this, and select the blend mode to overlay. Keep it above everything. And reduce the opacity. That's it. This looks really cool. You can apply it to anything. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video. I will be giving you more tutorials from now on. Thank you.